5.911, what's the address of your emergency?
I became a telecommunicator because I have a heart to truly serve. Serving the communities, serving those that we even see on a day-to-day basis. And it just streams from what I've always done previous. So serving was what I wanted to do, what I needed to do, and what I devote to do. And so I would have to say being able to serve.
I became a telecommunicator to get another perspective from where I started. I started in the fire service and had that side of the radio. So I wanted to see where it all manifested from.
I became a telecommunicator. Initially it started off, I actually wanted to go into law enforcement. I've always just wanted to serve my community and be a part of public safety. I ended up finding myself in dispatching. Thought that maybe that would be a good stepping stone for law enforcement, but I ended up falling in love with it, and it just definitely satisfies that want to be a part of public safety and also serve the community.
It's a great job. The people you work with are amazing. You really get that sense of team, and you're constantly helping people every day. You know, you go home with really a sense of accomplishment.
It's definitely rewarding when you have calls where you know that you're getting someone the help that they need, and just you don't know what you're walking into every single day. So it never feels mundane because it's always something new every day that you walk in.
About a year ago I took a call, and I think about it sometimes because it was a very intense call that I took. It was a kidnapping, and at that time, take the call. Didn't know if it was real or not, but this young juvenile called in saying that her older sibling had been kidnapped by knife point, and the officers get on scene really quick, confirmed that it was an actual kidnapping, and just the process from there was just insane. It was such a crazy thing to be a part of, to witness, to see the multi-agency effort that took place. Ended up going up north, just the process in here is just so more in depth than people realize, like having to ping a cell phone, having to communicate with other agencies, relaying the information from the cell phone company, where this phone's going, trying to get the license plate on the car. It was just such a amazing thing to be a part of. Everyone was okay in the end of it, so that makes it just so worth it. And that'll kind of touch back on why I keep coming back here, is because that is why I keep coming back here. That could have gone so wrong. That juvenile that called in for her older sibling truly probably saved her sibling's life, and it was amazing to be a part of that.
With the calls that we take, with some of the emergencies that we have to listen to, there is definitely a mindset that you have to have in order to do this job on a day-to-day basis. I'm not saying that every day is easy, because it's not. Really, are you ready mentally, physically, emotionally, ready to show up for the day-to-day things that we hear?
When I was still in training, first few weeks in call take, as soon as we get in, we get a few calls about someone running down the street saying, "Hey, I need help." And lo and behold, unfortunately, it was the dad of the situation hurting his family. And it's one of those calls that always stayed with me, to help people better, essentially. Don't take things for granted. Don't be complacent. A situation that looks like it could be minor could be horrible, while a horrible situation to get told over the phone is just the most minor situation. I just think it's interesting.
I had a call that I took. It started as a traffic accident. They didn't say anyone was injured, and then they started telling me someone was bleeding, and it turned into an assault with a deadly weapon because the gentleman's got out and started fighting and getting beat by a crowbar and chased with a knife. So you don't know what you're gonna get, even in the same type of mundane call of a traffic accident turning into an assault with a deadly weapon because they didn't like that they crashed.
When I was in training, my trainer at the time was Kyle, and a lady called very concerned that she didn't have Mountain Dew for the day. And that was just It caught me off guard. I thought it was a fake call, but it turned out to be a real call and we had to hang up quickly.
What keeps me coming back is knowing that the connection between someone getting help, because without us coming here and doing what we do, firefighters, police, EMS don't know where to go, don't know that someone has an emergency, and without us doing what we do, they're not going to have that.
In technicality, we are their first responders. We're the ones that will talk to them. We help them in a situation. We might be able to calm down a situation before anyone even gets there.
I genuinely feel like I make a difference every single day. I go home knowing that, possibly what we do in here could have saved somebody's life. And it is so important what we do in here, and a lot of people don't realize that, but I take such pride in it, and I know my coworkers do. It's a very meaningful job, and that's why I keep coming back.
I enjoy helping people, sincerely helping people, whether it's telling them how to use a gas can to fill their tank on the side of 74, or just trying to keep them calm till emergency services gets there.
Being able to help people in such a manner of the worst day on their lives, we can get them the help they need so it's no longer as bad as it was, or that we can essentially save lives.
I've always loved being able to go above and beyond. One of my favorite things in the whole world. I love driving around, and if I see somebody that's, their car's stalled, they're one person trying to push the car up to the gas station, that is just like, that's me, man. I'm out of the car immediately. I'm behind him. I'm pushing that car. So just any time that I can get involved and help people, and with this job, it's every day. You're constantly helping somebody through something, whether it's minor or major. You're always there for somebody.